My first exposure to choppers, I was working with a guy in a warehouse. He had a stack of pictures in his locker of a bunch of bikes him and his buddies had built. And I'd never seen anything like that because I grew up in a small town. You know, the odd Harley would roll through town, you'd hear the rumble, but I really had no exposure to that sort of thing. And this stack of pictures kind of blew my mind. And I ended up becoming buddies with these guys and eventually bought an old motor off one of them and started piecing the bike together. When I built my first big twin, I built this white pan shovel. My buddy Jordan took some pictures of it. Dice magazine ran it. Blew my mind at the time that a magazine would be interested in my bike. So then from there on, I just wanted to keep building. I wanted to create more. And then going to Born Free and meeting all these guys down there and just essentially becoming part of that community and realizing it's what I wanted to do. Saskatoon's got a lot of extremely talented people here, lots of cool bikes. There's a whole community behind this. Guys like Bernie, he's a guy I look up to, basically consider him somewhat of a mentor to me. He taught me a lot about bikes. I wouldn't know what a knucklehead was if it wasn't for him. And the Born Free bike I did this year, my buddy Cole was the main painter on that. Good friend of mine, Darren Seasick Wolf, painted the tank for my first bike 15 years ago. He did the pinstriping on this current build. So yeah, we've got a lot of really talented, cool people in this city for sure. When I got my Hooter bike, which is kind of an 80s muscle bike essentially, really kind of got me into this style of bikes. So when Grant asked me to do Born Free, I knew that was the type of bike I wanted to build. I've never considered myself really a bike builder, more of just putting bikes together. You know, I've always hunted out the rarest parts, the weirdest parts. I wanted to do something different with this build. I wanted to push myself, make parts from scratch, and just build a bike that I'm proud of from top to bottom. Ultimately, my favorite part of the bike is the Dual Mag cam cover. I was sitting here looking at a cone shovel with a magneto setup on it thinking, well, why couldn't we do that on a generator motor? Chris Weiss out of Vancouver stepped up to the plate, took my idea, designed it, did all the machining, CNC cut it out, and absolutely killed it. Family comes first every time. That being said, some sacrifice has to be made occasionally. I'll hand it to Lindsay. I mean, she's got as much credit in this current build as I do because she's gone above and beyond to support me with this, taking over all the household duties for the countless hours I'm out here. Kids as well, super understanding. I can't thank them enough for supporting me behind this. It's been a long push, countless hours, but I have no regrets. I'm extremely proud of the bike. Still can't really believe that I've built a bike for Born Free.